narcissistic individuals are toxic individuals, and they are unable to be good parent, a good husband, or a good wife, a good friend. They are not designed to fit into these roles. They jump into these setups, they jump into these constructs, you know purely to harvest supply. They don't have any altruistic intentions or reasons. Yeah, it's all about me, 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 and I'll get into anything. I'll get into a relationship and I'll keep harvesting what I need out of that person. I'll start a family and I'll start harvesting things out of my child. Yeah, they really don't care about your well-being. They really don't care about your wellness. It's all about them. Hey everyone, I hope everyone is doing good and taking good care of themselves. So today I'm going to talk about how narcissistic parents fail to nurture you into a healthy individual. This video will be all about the reasons why they failed as a parent. Yeah, they were unable to raise you in a healthy manner as a healthy individual. And before I get going, I would request you all to like, share, subscribe the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys are updated whenever we put out a new content. So we know who these narcissistic parents are. Narcissistic parents are those narcissistic individuals who thought of monetizing and using their procreation ability. Yeah, they thought that I have a vagina, I have a penis, and let me create a child that I will manipulate from an early age, and that child will be like a toy, like a doormat, like an emotional toilet, and I can do anything with the child, and I can get away saying that I'm your parent, I'm your father, I'm your mother, I did this, I did that. I can keep guilt tripping the child, I can keep manipulating the child, and that's it. Yeah, so narcissistic individuals have this inability to self reflect. So they never pause and think about their actions. They keep ruthlessly doing what they are doing. They really don't care what's going inside of you, and this is because of this lack of empathy. Narcissistic individuals have extreme sense of entitlement. They know it all. They want that special treatment. They want to be the center of attention and universe, and that's how things are. So narcissistic individuals choose to monetize, or you can say use their procreation ability to harvest supply, to create more individuals with the same genetic makeup. So supply can be anything. It can be financial gain, emotional needs, it can be anything. Narcissistic parents basically breed you for return. Yeah, and that return can be anything. Whatever they want, they will try and harvest out of you, and they will train you, they will groom you to give that supply to them. They don't care that in the entire process of conditioning you, brainwashing you, they are damaging you. They are really stunting your growth. They are not allowing your healthy sense of self develop. They really don't care because it's all about them and not you. They see you as an extension of themselves. Yeah, so they really don't see you as a separate individual with your own uniqueness, with your own emotional ups and downs, with your own feelings. They don't see you as a separate individual. They see you as an extension of themselves, and they expect you to function and behave the way they do. If they are feeling happy, they expect you to feel happy. If they are feeling miserable, they really cannot tolerate you being happy. They want you to feel miserable as well, and they want you to go out of your way and do anything and everything in your reach to please them and comfort them and soothe them and make them feel good. Yeah, make them feel good as a parent. Keep telling them, thank you mom, thank you dad, you're an amazing father, you're an amazing mother, and that's it. And don't expect anything in return. They'll do the bare minimum, and that's it. So narcissistic individuals are toxic individuals, and they are unable to be good parent, a good husband, or a good wife, a good friend. They are not designed to fit into these roles. They jump into these setups, they jump into these constructs, you know purely to harvest supply. They don't have any altruistic intentions or reasons. Yeah, it's all about me, and I'll get into anything. I'll get into a relationship and I'll keep harvesting what I need out of that person. I'll start a family and I'll start harvesting things out of my child. Yeah, they really don't care, about your well-being. They really don't care about your wellness. It's all about them. So narcissistic individuals are not fit to be parents. Yeah, and in this video we are going to talk about the various reasons why they fail as a parent. They are not good as a parent. Yeah, and as a result of which we are raised to be dysfunctional individuals. We are raised to be broken individuals. Yeah, and we tend to spend a lifetime fixing ourselves, unlearning all of that shit, and relearning, reparenting ourselves. So there is a lot of damage that they do to us. Yeah, the question is, do they really care? Do they ever think what they are doing with us? The answer is no. It's all about them. Yeah, and it's pretty one way, pretty monological. It's all about them. You can just go to hell. You take care of yourself. You take care of your emotions and feelings and perception and experience. That's your business. You don't have to talk about all of that. Yeah, with your narcissistic parent. Yeah, you have to cater to your narcissistic parents' need and not expect anything in return, and expect the other way around. Yeah, so it's pretty one way, and you just have to be a dedicated, loyal servant at their disposal. Yeah, who's ready to do anything and everything to please their master, in this case the narcissistic parent. So the first reason why narcissistic parents fail to nurture you into a healthy individual is emotional neglect. Narcissistic parents often disregard your emotional needs. They really don't care. They care about their emotional needs. Yeah, and this is again because of extreme sense of entitlement, lack of empathy, inability to self-reflect. These narcissistic parents leave you with a feeling of unworthy of love and support, because they just don't care about your emotions and feelings. Yeah, and what this does is that this leads to a long term self-esteem issue. You genuinely doubt yourself. You genuinely feel, I'm not good enough. You genuinely feel that you are not worthy of love, support, attention, admiration, healthy validation. You feel that you are not good enough, and these good things are not for you. They may be for the others, but for you these good things don't exist. You don't deserve it. Yeah, that's what you feel on the inside, that I genuinely am an unworthy person, and if I didn't get these things from my parent, I shouldn't be expecting it from anyone else. Yeah, because there's something genuinely wrong with me and not the others, and not with my parent. The other reason why narcissistic parents fail to nurture you into a healthy individual is conditional love. Their love is always conditional. Yeah, based on your compliance with their desires. So till the time you are doing what they want you to do, they are going to throw crumbs. Yeah, and they train you to misinterpret those crumbs for love. Yeah, and that's how the things are. But the moment you are not complying, the moment you are not following the rules laid out by them, the moment you are not doing things their way, that is the time they punish you. And how do they punish you? By withholding their love and affection. They teach you that affection, I mean their affection and love, is something that needs to be earned, rather than just having it freely. You need to earn their love. You're not going to get their love and affection and attention just like this. Yeah, the way how kids get out of their healthy parents. You are not going to get their attention, love and affection just like that. You have to do something. You have to prove yourself. Yeah, and only then you will get those crumbs which you have to misinterpret and misunderstand for love and feel good about it, and that's it. So yes, conditional love is also one of the reasons why narcissistic parents fail to nurture you into a healthy individual. Healthy individuals need unconditional love and support from their parent. Yeah, it shouldn't be that you do this for me, then I'll love you, I'll give you my attention, I'll express love and affection. It shouldn't be that way. Yeah, parental love should be unconditional. Okay, fine. You like things, the other way, or maybe you don't like certain things that I do. It's absolutely okay. You are a separate individual, but you are my child. I love you. Yeah, we can have difference of opinion. You might not like the things that I like, but that's absolutely okay. I will not be withholding my love and affection. But these narcissistic parents, they can go to any extent to teach you a lesson, to punish you. Yeah. The other reason why narcissistic parents fail to nurture you into a healthy individual is because of identity suppression. So narcissistic parents are going to impose their own identity onto you, yeah, stifling your ability to develop a sense of self, and as a result of which you may struggle to understand, you know uh, to who you truly are. Yeah, you will be battling and facing, a lot of challenges, inner conflict, to understand who really I am. Am I the version that my narcissistic parent is, pushing on me and projecting on me, or am I, someone else? Am I a different individual? Am I a separate individual? Am I that person, or am I, the person that I'm feeling on the inside? So there is a lot of conflict, there is a lot of, confusion, doubt that, these kids have when they are raised by narcissistic parents, because narcissistic parents keep imposing their identity onto you. They don't let your, sense of self develop. They don't let you, have your own unique individuality, your own, way of thinking, your own way of perceiving things. They don't let you develop as a healthy individual. They stunt your growth by spoon feeding you, by force feeding you, by telling you what to do, what not to do, how to think, how you need to reply, what you need to do. They micromanage every aspect of your life. And when, someone micromanages you, from childhood, you really are unable to develop a sense of self. You are unable to develop your own unique, identity. Yeah, and as a result of which you keep battling. Who am I? Am I the person that my mother is telling me, or am I the person that I'm feeling on the inside? Yeah, so there is a lot of, conflicting thoughts, there is a lot of doubt, there is a lot of confusion, and kids, keep battling, these feelings, throughout their life. They are unable to, find who they really are. And of course the credit goes to the narcissistic parent, because they stunt your growth from childhood. Yeah, they don't want you to grow up to be a healthy individual. If you embrace your own unique self, if you embrace your authenticity, if you develop a sense of self, you might not listen to their bullshit. Yeah, you might question them. You might just, go off hook. You might just, leave them. Yeah, you might not play along. You might have 10,000 questions, and they might not have any logical or reasonable answer to your, questions. So, that is the reason they, choose to become parent. Yeah, so that they can give birth to a supply whom they can condition from an early age and stunt their growth. Yeah, and because of all this conditioning, we keep suffering for the rest of our life. Yeah, we keep attracting toxic individuals, we keep getting into toxic relationships. I mean, we suffer a lot. Low self-esteem, low self-worth, we have inability to say no, we have people pleasing tendencies. I mean, they really traumatize your brain. They really traumatize you and damage you beyond repair. And all of it is done, you know, to keep you on hook. All of it is done so that you are compliant and you forever obey and, do whatever they want you to do. The other reason why narcissistic parents fail to nurture you into a healthy individual is fear of failure. So narcissistic parents instill this, deep fear of failure inside of you, making you afraid, to take risks or to make mistakes. Yeah. And this can hinder, your personal growth and self-confidence. We learn from our mistakes. I learned a great deal of things, from my mistakes, from my failures. Yeah. And they are like building blocks. Mistakes, failures are not taboo, are not sin. But in a narcissistic household, they are going to, project failure and mistakes as sin. Yeah, you are not expected to fail, you are not expected to learn from your mistakes, and that's the reason they will lay out the plan. You need to do this, you need to wear this, you need to function and behave like this, you need to think like this. They will lay out everything for you. They will not give room, to you to learn from your mistakes and errors, yeah, from your failures. They will not give you space to do that. And narcissistic parents train you and groom you to be chronically scared of failure and mistakes, yeah, so that you keep running back to them. Mom, should I do this? Mom, is this all right? Mom, please tell me. Yeah, so you keep running back to them for their validation and approval. And how do they do that? So every time you do a mistake, they are going to criticize you, they are going to shame you, guilt trip you, they are going to manipulate you, they are going to gaslight you, and all of it is basically to forbid you from going out there and doing mistakes and exploring and learning from your mistakes and failures. They will not give room for you to grow in a healthy manner. Yeah, and as a result of which you are scared of failure, because every time you did some mistake or if you failed in something, love and affection was withheld, silent treatment, all of the crap happened, all of the bad stuff was thrown at you, and you really don't want to experience that. As a result of which you have this belief deep set inside of you that mistakes and failures are bad. Let me counsel my mother, let me ask my father, and then do things. Let me take their advice and suggestion even though they are worthless piece of shit. Let me take their advice and suggestion even though they are not capable to give a good advice and suggestion, but still let me reach out to them. Yeah, because if I don't reach out to them, and if God forbid I land up doing some mistake, it will be a nightmare. Yeah, things will be horrible. So the best thing is let me ask them and then do things. Yeah, and as a result of which we grow up to be adults who are scared of failure, who are scared of mistake. Yeah, and as a result of which we don't venture a lot. Yeah, we are stuck in the same old boring routine. Yeah, because that's how we have been trained and groomed. Yeah, to keep doing the things and to keep being in the safe zone and not learning from mistakes and always seeking counsel of your narcissistic parent, and that's it. The other reason why narcissistic parents fail to nurture you into a healthy individual is because of their extreme criticism. Rather than praising you, they had been criticizing you, vehemently criticizing you. They focus on your shortcomings and rarely offer genuine praise. They don't validate you, they don't appreciate what you do. Instead, they focus on your shortcomings, your weaknesses. Yeah, and that's how they manipulate you, and that's how they control you. Yeah, they will guilt trip you, shame you, and belittle you and tell you, oh, you are a weakling, you are a failure, you can never do things right. They are going to praise you for once and they are going to vehemently criticize you for 100 times. Yeah, that's how things are. Yeah, so narcissistic parents do this constant criticism, and this is basically to put you in a state of self doubt, and in a state where you genuinely feel and believe that you are unworthy, you are worthless, you are unable to develop self-worth. Yeah, and all of this helps the narcissistic parent. Yeah, and because of which you are in doubt, you don't know what healthy self-esteem feels like, you don't know what boundaries are, you don't know what self-worth is, and as a result of which you are easy to control. Yeah, because you have this belief on the inside that I'm not good enough. If I do things my way, I might make mistakes, and then my mother might get angry and she might criticize me and I might not feel that good. So the best thing is, let me surrender, let me do what my narcissistic parents are expecting out of me, the way how they are expecting out of me. Let me not do things my way. Yeah, because whenever I tried doing things my way, I was not appreciated, instead I was criticized. Yeah, I was criticized more than I was praised. Yeah, and you know how things are. I mean, one validation is equal to 100 criticisms. Yeah, that's how things are in narcissistic families. So yes, in narcissistic families, these narcissistic parents, vehemently criticize you rather than praising you. Yeah, they will be, like those hyenas, looking out for your weakness, and that's it. They are going to do a number on you. Yeah, they are going to play, with your vulnerability and weakness. They are going to use that to exploit you and, to control you and dominate you. And the last reason why narcissistic parents fail to nurture you into a healthy individual is manipulation of independence. Narcissistic parents, discourage independence. They will never encourage you to become independent. Some way or the other, they will train you and they will, pass across this message that, without them you cannot function. You will land up in some mess, you will mess things up, and life will be difficult. So you need to have them in your life. Yeah, and that's how things will be okay for you, because you are not good enough, and you need, their supervision. Without their supervision, you won't be functioning properly. You might mess things up, and as a result of which, you are unable to, develop autonomy and resilience. Yeah, and you are forever dependent on them. You are unable to make decisions. You are all the time, dependent on them for making important decisions on your behalf. Yeah, because again, every time you tried doing things your way, every time you tried exercising your autonomy and independence, you were shamed, guilt tripped, you were gaslit, and you were, manipulated and, criticized to such an extent that you decided that, let me, keep my mouth shut, let me not use my mind, let me not, do what I want, let me just do the things what they are saying. Yeah, and that's how everything will be fine, everything will be okay. I will have my parent on my side and things will be good. So yes, these were a couple of reasons why narcissistic parents, fail to nurture you into a healthy individual. In case if you would like to add in something, you can always comment below. Till then, take care of yourself. Lots of love and blessings to all of you. Bye.